The surface request is rarely the reason why people move. Let me explain why. Yo, what's good? It's KFellin for KFellinBeats.com, Legacy Media Group. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button on your way in. I appreciate your time. So, look, in the last 7 videos, we went over the stated intent. All right. So, this is the beginning stages of peeling back the layers of the hidden intent. All right. So, of course, we know that when somebody say, "Yo, I want more likes, I want more," excuse me, I want to hear more music, or I, excuse me, I want this type of beat. We know that that's just surface level requests. All right, they're asking for something else. They just don't know how to express it, or might be too nervous, embarrassed, or whatever to express that. So your job is to filter through it and see it for what it is and understand how to decode what they're actually asking. All right. So with the hidden intent, what we are dealing with is we're getting closer to identity. It's more so wanting to feel seen, appreciated, right? So an artist wants to be seen as, or an artist that people notice, right? So this is the level where, all right, I'm being noticed, people knowing my name is buzzing in the city, you know what I'm saying? I, I'm getting reached out to by promoters and things like that. It, content creators is all right, people are seeing my content, they're sharing my content, they're saving my content. You know what I'm saying? They're commenting, they're discussing. You feel me? They're becoming more engaged. So I'm feeling that appreciation, and I'm feeling that I'm being looked at, and people are actually starting to notice and consume my content, right? So now with this level, you know how to market to them. You know how to say certain things. All right. So producers, artists that ask for beats, but what they really want is confidence. So if you know how to talk to them, right, as opposed to hot new beat, fucking goddamn uh NBA young boy type beat, blah 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 blah, free download here. We don't give a fuck about that. If you could say some shit like, "Hey, this beat right here is going to make you feel like the artist that you're trying to become." I even have a storyline for you, but that's deeper. That's when we get into the secret intent. That we'll get there. All right, but you know how to explain things to them. All right, fans, artists, fans ask for more music, but they want connection. So you're not putting out hot new single, hot new song. Check out my new track. All right, you need to be saying things along the lines of, "Hey, yo, have you ever, yo, when's the last time you had an argument with your baby mom? Remember how that made you felt? Hey, yo, check this out real quick. Tell me, tell me how you feel when you listen to this. If you can relate to this, boom. What you want to start doing is getting the emotion out of your audience. All right, creators, audience asks for tips, but what they want is clarity. You can get a tip anywhere. Oh, you want to get more likes? Well, post more. Well, run some ads and run it specifically for likes. Simple. But that doesn't solve your problem, right? That doesn't solve the problem. But if you say, "Hey, well, look, maybe it's not what you're posting, it's what you're saying to them that's not resonating. The content may be good, but the way you're packaging it, they're not feeling the emotional connection with it." So now you know how to speak to them. All right? Business owners, buyers ask for help, but they want relief. A lot of you are here right now because you want relief of how do I break this barrier between People liking my content and people actually buying into the content and actually putting money in my pockets. You're trying to figure out that intent gap. There's a gap there. All right. That's why you're here. You want that relief. So, therefore, you will know how to speak to what it is that they really want, what they need next. You need that relief. I have the Advil of marketing for you over here. Let's learn how people actually think as opposed to another fucking tip. Get that anywhere. But who is really telling you the psychology of how the mind works? It's very simple. You learn how the mind works. You can get people to do whatever it is you want them to do without them knowing or caring. All right? That's your tip for the day. With that being said, if you want a more in depth uh, a more in-depth understanding of this, where I go a little bit deeper, I have to watch my vernacular. We are in the pause era, so if you're from a certain um, audience that's watching this, I'm pausing like that because I'm saying pause-worthy things in the internet age. All right, so and I don't want to flood the video with that. So listen, if you want more understanding, more in-depth learning about this video and other videos in this series, make sure you click that link below, download the intent content blueprint, get your free copy. Make sure that you go through and do the lessons because it's very extensive, but you'll get a better understanding of where I'm coming from with this. All right. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button on your way out. It's K Felon, KFelonBeast.com, Legacy Media Group. I appreciate your time. Deuces.